Hey there, Internet. One of my guitar students had expressed a desire to learn how to tune by ear. And I thought, that's a good question because it's kind of a lost art. Now, I'm the first to admit that, these little tuners, the most prolific ones are made by Snark. You see them just about everywhere. They are a terrific way to tune because, gosh, they cost $10 to $20 a piece, and they work really well. And my gosh, it's a heck of a lot easier to get a guitar in tune with itself and with the rest of the world these days. But this is more just making sure that your guitar is in tune with itself if your battery fails on your tuner, whatever brand it is that you use. Now, if you have a piano handy, that's great. If not, what we're going to talk about is getting your guitar in tune with itself so that you can play it, just by yourself. This won't put you in tune with the rest of the world. So if you're, trying to play along with somebody else or a band or something like that, this isn't the way to do that. But having said that, there's about 6 different ways to do this by ear, and each of those has its merits, but I'm going to pick the way that a lot of us learned way back in the 60s when I was learning how to play the guitar. Wow, that's a long time ago. So I'm just going to kind of randomly twist these out of tune here. And, what the heck, let's see what happens. So the first thing that you want to do is to make sure that your low E string sounds pretty close to what you think might be in tune. Again, this won't put you in tune with everybody else. It will put you in tune with yourself. Okay, so let's listen to what that low E sounds like right now. Okay, to me that sounds pretty close. Okay, so now let's get the rest of the guitar in tune with that, because right now you'll hear, yikes. Sounds like Yoko Ono with frets. Sorry, any Yoko fans, my apologies. Okay, let's go ahead and get that A string in tune. Now the E string is the lowest string. The A string is the next highest string. So in order to do that, you're going to want to take your first finger, put it on the 5th fret of the E string, and then pluck that E string. And while that's still ringing, pluck your open A right next to it. And let's hear what that sounds like. Those are not the same note. Pretty badly out of tune. Now what you're listening for is sort of a beating sound, like a yeah 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 yeah. Listen, see if you can hear that. Yeah 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 yeah. The faster the beat, the more out of tune you are. So I'm going to go ahead and hit that bottom E and then the A, and then I'm going to reach over with my right hand and tune my A string so that that beating disappears and we're getting the same note, okay? Let's try that once more. That's pretty darn close there. So that beating is gone. Let's go now and get the D string in tune. To do that, we'll want to put our first finger on the 5th fret of the A string, play the A, and then play the D string open right after it. Let's listen for that beating. Wow, that's awful. And yeah, 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 yeah. Did you hear? The beating got faster. That means I tuned it the wrong way. no beating. Okay, let's get that G in tune. To do that, we do the same thing. We take the D string and we fret it with our first finger on the 5th fret. We'll listen for the beating. Sounds pretty good. Now, to get the B string in tune, we have to do something a little different. Instead of using the 5th fret on the G string, we want to use the 4th fret, okay? That's just because of the way the guitar is tuned. We're close, the beating is still there. Now there's no more beat, okay? Let's get that final high E string in tune, and to do that, we're going to fret the B string on the 5th fret with our first finger, play that, and then play the E right after. Okay, that sounds pretty close. Now the guitar is probably pretty darn close to being in tune, but since we've done kind of a radical change on all of those strings, I'm going to check it once more just to double check, make sure things are good. Let's go. Not bad. Whoops, I used different fingers. The finger doesn't really matter that much. Okay, those all sound pretty darn close. Let's play an open G chord now. Yeah, that's a heck of a lot better. Let's listen to a D. Yeah, a C. Yeah. Back to a G. Yeah, so basically the guitar is now in tune with itself. And again, this won't help you get in tune to play along with somebody else, but just if you're practicing on your own, this will get you in tune with yourself. And again, you know, there's a half a dozen different ways to do this. This is pretty much the way that we like to talk about with the earliest guitar students. So stay in touch, stay in tune. Thanks for watching. Thanks much.